What's up, guys? It's Zach Bowman. It's 12:15 p.m. on Sunday, October 13th, 2024. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. We're watching some football right now while we're doing some work. The Bears are crushing the Jaguars. I think the score is 35-16. Wow. We're going to start off with a quote of the day. I love these morning games. It gives me something to wake up to really early, even though I always wake up early now. You always know exactly what to say, and when to say it, you have great intuition by Emily Torres, writing for the good trade. One more time. You always know exactly what to say, and when to say it, you have great intuition by Emily Torres, writing for the good trade. Trust your gut, guys. That's what I'm trying to do lately. I'm trying to, well, I'm not trying to do anything because in talking with my therapist, I don't need to do anything differently. I'm already doing enough, and we are all doing enough to some extent. But it's okay to push yourself, and I continue to strive to push myself because I want to get better every day. And I have the philosophy of never peaking, which is, continuously going up on a linear curve or a logarithmic curve if we're talking about Bitcoin. So I'm trying to be a power law function in myself as I continue to age. Every 10 years, I want to incrementally go up on a power law of what I've accomplished, what I've done, what I've given back to the community, and how I've impacted the world. So yeah, I think with this, just stop beating yourself up, guys. You know the answers to pretty much everything. If you truly ask yourself what you want in life or what you need or what your question is, you probably have a good answer to it. And if you don't, there's probably someone in your circle that you can reach out to that can help give you clarity if they help probe and ask the right questions back to you. Yeah, before I move on to Bitcoin, one of the things that I'm trying to do is help people come to their own conclusions by asking the right questions. That's another thing I've learned through going to therapy. A lot of times people ask advice and they want, your honest answer or what you would do in their situation. But truly, to get the best answer, you have to help phrase a question that makes them come to their own conclusion as well. So it's good to give advice, but you also want people to come to their own conclusions because you want people to truly do what they want to do. And if that benefits you, then great. And if not, then there's nothing, you're not being a bad person for them going a different direction. You want them truly to have the best outcome. And I think that's a fair principle to live by. Okay, moving on into Bitcoin. We are currently undervalued at 20% right now, 62.2. The fair price right now should be around 67 or 77.9, but it's not there quite yet, and it's okay. I'm not too worried about it as we get closer to the election, and this is not a political channel or a financial channel, financial advice channel, but in election years, Bitcoin seems to spike significantly more than out of cycle years. So we'll see. And we're getting closer to the 480 days post halving of when Bitcoin typically tops. So we'll see how that goes. I think we're in a bull run. The old charts signify that 2025 will be a bull run. So we'll see if the math holds and it continues to function in the power law. I see it as a sound investment, and I think the math makes it make sense. All right, let's move into Twitter. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to Reddit. Just get a different perspective. This is interesting. I'm just going to read this. This doesn't mean anything, or this is not political at all. An energy currency can stop war. Henry Ford. Interesting. Make war unaffordable. Bitcoin since 2009. Yeah, definitely makes you think. I've never seen something like that before. So, Bitcoin available on exchanges is at a 5-year low. A supply shock is coming. Wow. So if you're worried about am I too late, not financial advice, I don't think we're too late. If we look at the halving from start to finish with the last reward being 1 Satoshi in 2136, I mean every 4 years, guys. I mean I'm not going to be alive in 2136. So who knows what the price is going to be there. This could be potentially generational changing wealth, not financial advice. It's crazy. And the price is only $60-ish thousand right now. And it's gone through 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gone through 4 halvings. I mean, I can't really like wrap my brain around it with BlackRock. Okay, so BlackRock is a $11.5 trillion company, or they have $11.5 trillion in assets. At least that's what the last thing that I saw on social media said about them. They have over $23 billion worth of Bitcoin and counting. Or it's either 15 or 20. Let me just look right now actually. How many billions does BlackRock have in Bitcoin? Okay, so I was right. Okay, so they have 20 billion Bitcoin in their ETF. It's now worth 20 billion. Let's look at MicroStrategy. Okay, so MicroStrategy has less than them now at 14.6 billion. Wow. Boo-hoo. I mean, that's still significant. And they're probably going to buy more. I'm telling you guys, I really think MicroStrategy is going to become like a hedge fund manager type of company. I think they're going to continue to build all their awesome products and extend their products onto Bitcoin, onto the Bitcoin network, and then just do other phenomenal stuff. But in terms of an investing standpoint, they are going to be a bank in the future, not financial advice. They are going to be like, I don't understand why Coinbase is selling all their Bitcoin when they could just hold their Bitcoin for another 10 years and have another 2 to 3 logs of growth. So they could be having, I mean, significant ROI. But what do I know? That's why I'm bummed. I wish okay, if I did this back in the future, I probably wouldn't say anything about it, but I would still make videos about it, but I wouldn't ever say how much I had. But if I bought Bitcoin back in like 2010 and still had it and was a billionaire, and like I saw the future of it long term with how many halvings there are still to come, like for generations, you're going to become a bank. If this turns into the new currency or a part of the currency, okay. Okay, so let's just say 10 grand in. Buy price was, let's just say it was 30 fucking dollars. And let's just say the sell price was, I don't know, let's put it at $1 million. Okay, so we're looking at, okay, so if I was, thinking correctly, even though I had a great childhood and I have no complaints about like my investment strategy when I was younger because I was just trying to have fun. And as you know, you're living in the moment. We didn't have social media like we do now. And, I can't blame myself for not knowing what this was going to do 10 years ago. So let's just imagine we had $10,000 and we bought it at $30 each. So, and you sold it at $1 million in, or no, you sell it at just $100,000, which is coming up soon potentially, right? So your profit loss is $33.32 million. Your total exit is $33 million. That is a insane ROI. Over 300,000% back ROI. Let's say you bought it, okay, so 2,000 Bitcoin of Bitcoin in 2010. 30 cents. Okay. So I was 2 logs up. Okay, if you sold it at $100,000, which it's probably going to be at $100,000 in a few months around Christmas time, not financial advice, but just hypothetically, if it does go up to $100,000 once it bumps up a log from the halving, you would have an exit of $3.3 billion. I mean, that's, I can't even fathom that much money. And then let's just say it goes to $10 million. And it's feasible that it's going to go to $10 million in the next, let's just say 20 to 40 years. Super conservative. Let's do 40 years. I mean, that's still that $333 billion. I mean, look at the percent increase of that. It's crazy. So let's just say hypothetically, you put in 50 grand, you bought it, I don't know, you bought it at the high of 70K, right? So if we sold it today, okay, you wouldn't make any money, obviously, your investment at 50K. But let's just say this goes up to $1 million. Which is fair. Okay, $1 million is fair in the grand scheme of life. With not the grand scheme of life, but in the grand scheme of 10 years. Okay, let's guess. Okay, Fidelity crypto price prediction. Let's do 2030. Let's give it 6 years. $2030. See if we see it 2030. Okay, so by 2030, okay. Sure, let's just say it's 500,000. It's not bad. 350K. I think it's a good goal to try to get 1 Bitcoin, guys. I really do. Because let's just say, I mean, you buy it now. Let's just say it goes up to 100K. You know, 30K profit. If you sell it at 100K and it's going to go to 100K, that's 42%. It's not too bad. Yeah, so back to this, we're early. At least I think we're early. Not financial advice. Yep, Bitcoin, be your own bank. MicroStrategy is going to be a bank, not financial advice. Turn Bitcoin into cash. This is funny. It's been at 58K for a while. Yep. I'm trying to see Bitcoin as a store of savings instead of a store of investment. I think by storing your money and saving it in Bitcoin, it's actually an investment. So, if that makes sense. My family ignoring everything. Me so far down the Bitcoin rabbit hole, I've become another person. Bitcoin is going to blow through 250K so fast once the US government finally sees the light. Let's put it at 250K. It's not bad. So 1 Bitcoin nets you 180K. If it ever goes to 250, it's a 257% increase. Not too shabby, folks. The dude's got some wicked eyebrows. Love it. All right, so for the $14 million Bitcoin model no one is talking about, and that's what I'm going to finish up on today. So 14. That would be nuts. Okay. So 70K, you sell it at 14 million, you got 19,000% invest profit. I mean, how else are you going to make that much money? I don't know. And this is only if Bitcoin works out. So if it doesn't, I mean, it's just if it stays at 70 forever, cool, whatever. I saved my money in a non-deflationary asset. But I think it's going to continue to go up. I really do. Cool. So we're going to wrap up with the quote again. You always know exactly what to say and when to say it. You have great intuition. I'm going to start trusting my gut more. I want you guys to start trusting your gut more. And we will catch you on the next one. Have a great weekend. Enjoy spending time with your family. And we'll catch you tomorrow.